Hello amazing people, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to learn how to make this beautiful gown that has pleats on two sides. So if this sounds like something you're interested to watch, keep on watching. By the way, my name is Grace. Subscribe so that YouTube can notify you anytime I upload a new video. For this pleats, you can see that we have it both at the front and also at the back. Okay, so without wasting much time, we'll get started. All right, so the amount of fabric I use about 5 years. Yeah, I use about 5 years of Ankara. This is the Ankara I'm going to be using. I'm going to be drafting first my front piece. So to cut out the Ankara, the length of this dress is 45 inch. Okay, the pattern I'm making for is not too tall, so I'm going to be cutting out 58. That includes the sewing allowance. All right. So I folded it into two like so. Okay, I folded it into two like so. You can see the way I fold my Ankara, not by the length. The Ankara is 45 by length. I fold it by the width. Okay, completely into two like this. I mark my starting point. I come down with ½ inch, and that is my starting point. I'm now inputting half of a shoulder measurement plus ½ inch. I'm also inputting the width of the neckline, the width of the back neckline face. I'm going to use this front piece as a pattern to get my back piece. Okay, for the depth of the front neckline, I mark 7 inch. Actually, the person I'm making this dress for is actually behind me. Okay, so he's now waiting for this dress to be done. After cutting this neckline, my mama complained that it's too small, so I have to open it a bit more. Okay, but if you are of my size, I would advise you use 7 inch. Okay, so I'm inputting a bust point 12 inch. I'm inputting a hip point 24 inch, and I connect it on a straight line. At the bust point, I'm going up by 2 inch. Actually, this is my first time of making this type of dress. Initially, I wanted to cut it in a way that I will cut the sleeve separate and also the body of the dress separate, but at the long run I noticed that I might not get what I want, so I'm going to be working with extended sleeve. That's why I extend the chest line or the armhole line more. Okay, again, this is my first time of trying this type of a dress, so I'm still calculating what I need to do with it, after which I'm marking how long I want the sleeve to be, including the pleats at the shoulder. Okay, including the pleats at the shoulder, and I connect it like so. At this bust point, I'm reducing it by 2.5, and I curve the armhole like so, like this. You can see me curving the armhole like so, and whatever I have at the bust, I'm extend it down to the hem of this gown. Guys, this is all for it. And also remember to slant your shoulder. You can see, you can see the way I'm cutting my shoulder slant is very important. It fits perfectly on it. So after cutting the side like so, you can see what I'm doing. I've done cutting the side. I've used my piece as a pattern to cut my back piece, and for the back piece I also give space for the zip, which I later did not add zip to this dress. I end up not adding zip to the dress. Okay, you can see the way I slant the waist. From the waistline I slant it to the hip line, and also from the waistline I slant it up to the neckline. Our back is not straight. Okay, so your zipper allowance in this type of gown is not going to be straight. If you want to have a fitted look at the zip area, try to slant it at the waist. Enter in at the waist like 1 inch and slant it to the neckline and also to the hip line. The reason why I'm explaining now, because I went ahead to did it off camera. So I'm using a tiny piece to cut my back facing, and for the back facing it's going to be 2 piece because my back is now 2 piece. Okay, for the front neckline I've cut my 7 inch for the depth of my front neckline. I'm also cutting the facing the same way I cut my front neckline, and from the 7 inch point I'm marking 3.5 inch. Okay, and I connect it like so, and I will be cutting it out 3.5 inch, 3.5 inch. Okay, and I connect it and I will be cutting it out like so. After which I open up my front piece. This is the way I'm going to attach to it. Okay, I mark the back, the wrong side of it, so I'm going to be stitching it right side facing. After stitching it I notch it like so, and I'm going to iron it flat. I'm going to be ironing it flat. After ironing I have to show it up to my mother, and my mother said the neckline is too small, so we have to adjust it. Okay, can you see after adjusting it is deeper and also a little bit wide, it's deeper. Okay, so I've turned the back neckline as well. I'm now bringing the back piece like so and turn the shoulder line, because I will be stitching at the shoulder like this. When that is done, I'm ironing out the seam flat. So now the tricks to get the pleat at the shoulder, I'm folding my back piece into two to get the center point. Okay, I'm going to continue like this till I get to the front piece, till I get to the front piece. For the front piece I actually iron it. I have my center line. I don't know if you understand what I mean. If you don't understand, for this front side, first of all, before drafting, as you fold your material for the front piece to mark out your measurement, iron it flat. Because I iron it, I actually know the center. So after ironing it out, from that ironing I'm marking 1.5 inch. I'm going to do that for the front piece, for the front and also at the back. After that I'm going to stitch it down like so. Guys, after stitching, this is what I have. It's looking very beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to mark 1 inch. You can mark ½ inch, and after marking ½ inch I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, I've already stitched one part, but I'm going to use the other part to illustrate. Okay, After marking 1 inch, I'm going to bring a tiny piece. All right, let me illustrate what I did. I'm going to use a tiny piece like this. The width of it is about 6 to 7 inch. The width of it is about 6 to 7 inch. I've already folded the 6 inch. The width of it is about 6 to 7 inch. I've already folded the 2 inch like so and iron it flat. In order for you to have a long piece that will get all the way from the front to the back, you join it up like so. Like I said, this is my first time of sewing this dress, so I actually try it out first before I illustrate. Okay, so after folding the 2 inch like this, remember that 1 inch that we mark after stitching this first one. So we are going to place it like so and stitch the second one like that. Remember, we have already folded the 2 inch down, so there's no rough edge showing at all. For the sleeve, it's actually a turn-up sleeve. I don't know how you call it, but personally I call it a turn-up sleeve. Even this dress that I'm putting on now is a turn-up sleeve. If you haven't watched a video of how I make this green palazzo that I'm putting on, please, the link will be in the description of this video, because in this one I'm putting on, I actually add a crinoline, okay, in it. But this turn off sleeve, I'm not adding anything inside. So I'm placing the material right side facing and stitch it down. After stitching it down, I fold in about ½ inch at the aim of the sleeve and fold it like so. Can you see? I fold it like so and iron it flat, and I will take it to the machine and stitch it down. After stitching it down, I'm bringing it up to fold it to the front side to have this turn off sleeve. Again, if you don't really know how to do this type of sleeve, watch this tutorial, this palazzo tutorial that I'm putting on right now. I think that one is more detailed than this. You are going to understand what I'm doing right now. Okay, all right, I'm going to aim it by ½ inch, and you see a turn off sleeve is ready. So at this back side, like I said earlier, when I started, I had the intention of attaching zip to this dress, but my mother said I shouldn't attach a zip, so I'm going to close it back. I'm closing it back with the allowance I left. You can see the aim of it. I already hem it down, and I insert is side slit. There is a side slit about 7 inch on this dress. After everything is done, I'm ironing it out. And guys, if there is any excess at this neck area, this zipper area like mine, you trim it out. Iron everything out the same. Iron the sleeve and iron your two sides. Iron out the hem of your gown. Iron the back sides. You can see the slit. It's looking beautiful, guys. This is my first time of trying out this dress, and it came out very beautiful. It's very beautiful. Let me know in the comment section if you have learned one thing or the other. And this is the outcome. Come on, guys. After putting it on the mannequin, this is what we have. It's looking very beautiful, guys. Do you know what I forgot to show? I have to remove it from the mannequin and insert two side pockets on this, guys. Thank you so much for watching till the very end. Hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.